So the indigenous people of Eko, Lagos State, are not telling Seyi Tinubu, no, go to Osun State where your father is from and start ruling them from there. That is where you should start from. And people are saying that, wait, the Lagos indigenes, are you just waking up? They make for just 5% of the entire Lagos population. They are minority in their own state. If you look at the government generally in Lagos State, they don't even make for 5% of people who hold offices in Lagos State. From other Yoruba states, these are the people who hold offices in Lagos State. And these are mostly the people who tell non-Lagosians, especially Igbos, go to your states. Is that what we should be doing in Nigeria? And then the people that are pushing you to fight yourselves along tribal and religious lines are busy squandering your commonwealth. And you're just there. If they tell you the money that have disappeared from government between 2015 and this government, 1 point something trillion was seen in one account of one person. 1 point something trillion in one account of one person. And you guys are sleeping, you're not saying anything. Welcome to Precious AU TV. So it's always a delight, to be with you. So I just thought to brush us through some stuffs that's happening in Nigeria very quickly, from the 20,000 US dollars that your government said that they've saved so far from the subsidy removal and the floating of the naira, to Seyi Tinubu being the choice for governorship in Lagos State come 2027, to the monies that you people are still borrowing in spite of the fact that you're saving. In fact, and federal government even having the mind to tell lawmakers, now what you want to approve now with the borrow. So that means lawmakers are really the problem we have, not just the federal government that goes a borrowing, right? Okay. Welcome back to Precious AU TV. So let's begin with this issue that's got to do with the federal government saying that they have floated the naira and of course removed the subsidies. And people are just wondering, wait, you have saved $20 billion. Oh, by the way, they also said that the GDP has also increased and the federal government is happy about it. So when the GDP increase, that means your economy is doing well. But how does that translate to better livelihood for the citizens of the country? That's what a lot of people are still asking. And that is what many still worry about. When you have an improved GDP, ordinarily, your people have, better ease of living. So how has that improved on the livelihoods of Nigerians, the average Nigerian? And then you have $20 billion. And then you still wrote to National Assembly just last week to help you borrow 1.7 something trillion naira, which translates about 2.8 billion US dollars. Where you would have simply removed $2.8 billion from the $20 billion that you have saved, and you have $7.2 billion change. I don't understand what is going on. Is it that there's something wrong, that we're still borrowing and then the federal government is telling us that, oh, we saved a lot of money, if not that it is pure propaganda? So this just tells to the fact that perhaps the APC administration, knowing that they came into government via pure propaganda, are trying all that they can to also sustain on the propaganda to ensure that they continue to fuel such propaganda to keep them afloat and in government. Because how else do you describe a thing like this? So this is just, to speak up to the fact that how possible, does it even make mathematical sense that you have billions saved so far and then you go borrowing with so much interest on it? And these are interests that will be left for your next generation to even pay, when most of you would have died. Now, this is what this government is doing to us. Then we'll move to Seyi Tinubu's forced to rule. You recall that a lot of people are already complaining about Seyi Tinubu ruling and all that. A coalition of young men have been calling for him to lead and, so on and so forth. But then there is a lot of, a little bit to worry about, because people are saying that, wait. Okay. So Seyi Tinubu is called to lead. And a lot of people who say that the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is originally from Iragbeji in Osun State. That's what people have been saying. And if he's from Osun State, that means he's original indigenousness is that of Osun State. So the indigenous people of Eko, Lagos State, are not telling Seyi Tinubu, no, go to Osun State where your father is from and start ruling them from there. That is where you should start from. And people are saying that, wait, the Lagos indigenes, are you just waking up? Because the Lagos indigenes just make for just 5% of the entire Lagos population. They are minority in their own states. Don't you understand? Someone who's an original Lagos Island person, who's an original Awuri, original Badagry person, and Igbo person, are just minority in Lagos State. If you look at the government generally in Lagos State, they don't even make for 5% of people who hold offices in Lagos State. So the most people who hold offices in Lagos State are probably from Kwara, Ogun State, Osun State, Ekiti State, Ondo State, from other Yoruba states. These are the people who hold offices in Lagos State. And these are mostly the people who tell non-Lagosians, especially Igbos, go to your states. Go to your states. Meanwhile, those that are really indigenous Lagos State people are not even tribalistic. They're just very welcoming and very calm. And they're not problematic at all. Well, these are the people whose states have now been taken over by Yorubas that are non-Lagosians. So before you see a Lagos indigene that is holding a position, you would have counted like 10 more other non-Lagosians that are holding a position or political position or governance position in Lagos State. So what does that speak to? So, well, a lot of people are saying that honor they play. They play because whether you like them or not, Seyi Tinubu can't take over because our local or mommy local as it were and as it is, because that is exactly what's going to happen because Nigerians are docile. Was it not Dele Momodu that just came out to tell us of how a politician during the election paid $30,000 to each delegate? You have 774 delegates during the election for PDP. And if you pay each delegate 30 billion naira, $30,000, $23 million paid to delegates alone by one person contesting for election. One person contesting for election. And then what do you say about that? Just what do you say about that? That means these people have us in their pockets. That's exactly what Dele Momodu was saying. That there is nothing you can do to stop it because it looks like they have us in their pockets and they are not going to stop because they will continue. And that is because Nigerians are not speaking. Now, the major reason why I thought to get a YouTube where I'll be airing my thoughts like this is to sometimes speak up my mind because the radio terrestrial medium would not let me to speak up and I'm forced to be balanced. So that means it looks like, oh, I'm supporting government. No, hell no, I cannot because I'm a Nigerian. I live in Nigeria. And this is not the kind of Nigeria I want to live for my children. But if you look at what is happening, I think it's time that we begin to sensitize ourselves on what is happening in government. We must begin to sensitize ourselves on what is happening in government. Let us know the depth of the roads that these people have pushed us into. Nigerians, you must wake up. You must wake up. See David Hundeyin almost crying that he's not doing investigative journalism again because all the findings he finds out about all the rot that is happening, about how someone is involved in drug issue, about this, about that. At the end of the day, they send online trolls after him. Oh, what they're accusing him of now is whom he sleeps with and whom he does not sleep with, or whom he married or whom he hasn't married. Has anybody had any substantial evidence to prove his reports wrong? The answer is no so far. No evidence to show that any of his reports or reviews are wrong. Nigerians are just sleeping. Letting these people use propaganda push you. You can't let politicians allow us to divide ourselves amongst ourselves. We can't be divided amongst ourselves. We must talk. In a sane society, when such reviews are made by investigative journalists, you would have rioted and protested so that those politicians would have left office. But in Nigeria, we're not doing that. We're rather using it to push, oh, he's on this, he's this. We're using it to fight ourselves along tribal and religious lines. Is that what we should be doing in Nigeria? And then the people that are pushing you to fight yourselves along tribal and religious lines, the people whose reason it is that you people are fighting yourselves are busy squandering your commonwealth and you're just there. So that is why it is important that we begin to ask them questions. You must start to ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions, Nigerians. Don't sleep. Because as you begin to sleep and when you stop talking, you will start dying. And I keep saying that every day. You must talk to these people. You must speak. Remember all the monies that has been carried, discovered the Koyi gates, the Dasuki gates, the Dezani gates, all the gates. If all those ones may just be a child's play, if they tell you the money that have disappeared from government just between 2015 and this government, you'll be wowed. Is it not just in Buhari's tenure that we heard that they saw how many trillion naira, 1 point something trillion in one person's account, one account of one person? 1 point something trillion was seen in one account of one person. 1 point something trillion in one account of one person. And you guys are sleeping, you're not saying anything. Money that would have used to develop your country, money that would have used to bring better governance for your people, you let it sleep. We're not speaking. Nigerians, we must stop these people from pushing us to hate each other along tribal and religious lines. We must begin to hold them accountable. Nigeria is the only country where there is no accountability. You must begin to hold your leaders accountable. I thought to drop this here, and I hope that with these few points, we'll begin to do something, send videos, wake people up around you. Let them build consciousness around them. Let them know that there is need to do something. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.